1961, 30-year-old George Carroll vanished. George was a Korean War veteran. When George didn't come home after a few days, his 4 children wondered where he was. A suspicious detail about their father leaving for so long was that his wallet was still at the house. The children would continue to ask about George, and their mother would tell them to stop talking about it. Their mother got a new boyfriend named Richard Darris. Richard moved into the house. Later in the 1980s, they would get divorced and Richard would move to Mexico. In the 90s, Michael, the youngest son, would buy the family home from his mother. His mother passed away a few years later. Fast forward to 56 years after George's disappearance in 2018. Michael was in the medical field and believed in science, but out of curiosity, he had a paranormal investigator come to the house, and they said there was some activity coming from the basement. He then had a psychic come to the house, and they said there was energy coming from the basement, and specifically pointed to a certain spot in the floor. Radar technology would confirm that there was something 6 feet below the surface. This only furthered the siblings' lifelong feelings about the basement. So along with his 2 sons, Michael dug up the basement floor only to find the bones of his deceased father. He was struck in the head and buried alive. On Halloween, Michael filed a police report. Richard, the boyfriend of the deceased mother, had passed away a few months earlier, the final person to know the truth, taking it with him to the grave.